Alright, I've had a couple questions about this amp, the Vox Lil Night Train. I'm going to try to give a quick overview. I'm recording this directly into an iPhone, and I'm plugged directly into the amp. The amp runs 3 tubes. There are two 12AX7s and one 12AU7. The 12AU7 is the power tube. It delivers 2 watts into a 16 ohm load and 1.5 watts into an 8 ohm load. The amp is currently plugged into an ear candy cabinet down here with a Celestion Vintage 30 rated at 8 ohms. Across the front panel, you've got a gain, treble, bass, and a volume control, master volume. And there's a switch here that goes from bright to thick, which I'll demonstrate. Essentially what happens with thick is it cuts the tone stack out and adds gain. So here, as you can see, I've got it set about 9 o'clock. I'm just going to set the tone and treble and bass controls at noon. I've got my volume at about 9, 10 o'clock. Here comes the treble pickup. I'm playing a Les Paul standard with Fralin pickups. There's the rhythm pickup. So keeping the controls the same, I'm going to switch the thick in, and it sounds like this. Okay, back to the bright setting. I'm going to increase the gain till about noon. Still pretty clean. A little grit to it. Switch in the fat. Back to the bright channel. I'm going to put the gain at 3 o'clock. You can hear a little hum there. There's quite an increase in volume, so I'm going to drop this down. And it's going to roar here when I put it in the fat mode, but thick mode. Okay, I'm going to turn it down a little bit, and I'm going to dime the gain knob, put it back in bright first. No charge for bad notes, and here it is in thick. Take it back to clean now. Go back on the bright mode. It's a pretty good range in terms of EQ. There's the treble knob. There's the bass. Gives you a little tone shaping, but the basic tone is the basic tone. You can hear I'm talking in here. This is how loud it is. I'm going to rev up the gain a little bit. Talking with the same voice. I'm guessing I'm clipping the volume now. on the phone, but you can see that there's plenty of gain left on tap. As a practice amp, this gives you a tremendous amount of control. But it also, that's too loud to be next to it, and that's so there you have it, a quick and dirty overview of Vox's Lil Night Train amplifier.